Welcome to Introduction to User Experience. Welcome to Introduction to User Experience Design. In this lesson, we will cover some features of good design. That is, vocabulary used in user experience design describe features that are essential to a design being usable and Welcome to Introduction to User Experience Design. In this lesson, we will cover some features of good design. This design lexicon, that is vocabulary used in user experience design, describe features that are essential to a design being usable and useful. The terms I will introduce you to today are taken from Don Norman's influential book, Design of Everyday Things. In this book, Norman provides examples of flawed design. These came to be known. Welcome to Introduction to User Experience Design. In this lesson, we will features of good design. This design lexicon, that is vocabulary used in user experience design, describe features that are essential to a design usable and useful. The terms I will introduce you to today are taken from Don Norman's influential book, Design of Everyday Things. This book was first published over a quarter of a century ago. Norman provides examples of flawed design. These came to be known as Norman objects. One was a poorly designed door. Worse yet, the notion of a Norman door is not outdated. If crashes into glass door, you will see a number of videos that show that glass doors and automatic sliding doors are still causing all sorts of trouble. We can point to three design features that are often ignored in good design. These are affordances, signifiers, and feedback. Next, we will consider what good design is and how they can be implemented. As in the last module, good design is a design that is usable. By usable, that it is characterized by being effective, efficient, and satisfying to the user. Now I note that an interface is usable if you understand what input will lead to the desired output. For the rest of the lesson, I will discuss these features as they relate to smartphones. Here, input is related to two terms we will see, affordances and signifiers. Usable design also requires that the output of the user's actions be visible. Here, we will talk about the third feature, feedback. Affordance actual properties of the things, primarily those fundamental properties that determine just how things could possibly be used. If you look at your smartphone, we see all sorts of features. For example, buttons. Buttons are for pressing. The idea is that the affordance of that fob is to press. A term that Norman introduces in his new book that is closely related to affordances is signifiers. Whereas affordances tell us what actions are possible, signifiers tell us where that action should take place. If you look at the screen of your smartphone, it has all sorts of affordances that can be related to the gestures you make. You can tap, you can pan, you can flick the screen. But now imagine that you're about to send a text. The digital keyboard appears and the letters signify where you key. This concludes our module on features of good design. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.